Hello all newcomers and welcome back fellow Aeternians. As always, it's me, Emperor AP, and today we are going to be hanging out and talking about a lot of stuff that's been happening since I've been gone. I am back. I am excited to be back after the semester, and I am so appreciative of all you guys. First off, I want to say, what's going on, Evan? It is good to see you. Let me drop the link in the Discord real quick, and we will jump into this. But guys, I am so incredibly floored by you. We have just hit 828 subscribers, I think. Evan, I'm glad you're back as well. We are both finally back. I've been gone from making videos for a little bit. Evan's been gone from the channel. We are back together, reunited. And it's interesting because a lot of the things that have happened since I've been gone have just radically changed the direction that we're going, and I'm super excited to talk about it. Right now, we are hanging out listening to some free, no copyright, lo-fi music, thanks to Chill Out Records. So definitely appreciate that, and we are hanging out. The thing that happened that was the craziest to me recently was our Discord implosion. If you guys don't know about that, we for a long time people had been asking me, let's get more people on as moderators for our Discord, because our Discord was getting over 200 active users. So it was really interesting, it was really big, it was really exciting, and it just needed a little bit more management. So everybody asked if we could install more moderators, more admins, to make sure that the channel stayed pretty calm. Tried to get a lot of the trolls out of it. Tried to get a lot of people who were causing disruption out. So we were trying to get that figured out. And in adding one of our new admins, there was an issue, and there are different. We're not still 100% sure what the reason for it was, but all of our users, just about, besides the citizens of our micronation, were actually deleted and banned from the Discord, and it was terrible and it was crazy, and I tried to send out as much information as I could, but when you're not shared with the same if you're not shared with the with everybody on your Discord, if you're not friends with them or something, if you're not in a shared Discord, I should say, you will not be able to contact them through direct messaging. So there was no way for me to really get that out besides coming on here, and with finals and everything else going on right at that time, it just got overwhelming for me. But it has been a very crazy ride to get into, seeing how we're actually growing and seeing what we are doing in the meantime, because despite that slight derailment, we have been doing very, very good in terms of moving forward. We are at, like I said, 828 subscribers. We have Key West Zibberlantic saying, I can voice chat. Okay, we will jump in just 1 second. Blake Marshall saying, I don't even know what to say. I'm so happy. Blake, I am so glad you are back hanging out with us as well. I have missed you guys. MM said, hey P, hey, what's going on? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Like I said, there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. I am about to drop this link in the Discord so that we can get into it, but there we go. Alright, so the main thing that I wanted to talk about is moving forward from this. Now, we do have 50 of our active users back, which is incredible. We have over 50 users again, going from like 4 or 5 back up to 50 in a couple weeks is pretty good, and I'm excited, and I hope that this video coming out and telling you guys, if you were kicked from the Discord, if something happened, you have been unbanned, go and check it out and try and join, and come hang out with us. We want to get our Discord growing again. But the biggest thing that has been changing is we've been trying to make some new adjustments and some new tweaks to the way that we do things and the way that we're moving forward. So the biggest one of those things that I'm excited to see moving forward is that we are going to be moving into trying to organize all of our Discord, all of our information coming out to you guys, the website, make those all more interconnected and make them more a part of the micronational community, making them larger assets to everyone. So the biggest way that we're going to move forward with doing that is by creating documents that will help to detail some of the ideas that we're going to be putting together as far as how users can interact with these different facets of our internet domain, our connection to you all, by actually starting to delve into creating projects that work inside of them that users can get involved in. One of the biggest one of those is going to be our foreign ministries. Now, not our foreign ministry, foreign, let me see, foreign dignitaries, excuse me. So our foreign dignitaries are going to be moving forward with creating our foreign dignitaries department, let's say, is going forward with trying to create a network in which we're able to rank and determine which micronations should work best together as far as resources, as far as ability, as far as seriousness in micronationalism. We want to create a ranking system that will work in the favor of connecting similarly ranked micronations to each other so that they can work on projects together. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. Are you streaming?
Yeah. What's up?
Nothing. I was just going to talk to you about the bills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't know about it.
All right. I appreciate it.
Tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Lowe's Boy says, shaking my head, the link is invalid. Wait, hold up. Ooh, the link is invalid. The link to the Discord? Ooh, that's on me. I got you. I got you. AP to the rescue. I got you. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go to live. Nope, gotta go into our description. I'm about to replace that Discord link for you guys. Fix that up real quick. But yeah, I hope everybody has been doing well. This has been a long time coming for us, and I'm super excited for everybody to see what we're going to be doing for the micronational community and for ourselves to be where we want to be as good conduits for interaction. The larger that the micronational community becomes, the better it is for us, the better it is for every micronation. So I am excited to be talking to you guys about our plans and our projects and the future of everything that we want to do. So I am super, super excited about that. Sorry, I have to redo the link because I didn't do it as infinite. It was only going to have a certain time period that it could be used. So I'm going to redo that and save it and check it now. Check it now. The link should be good. I appreciate you guys joining us, and I appreciate you guys jumping back in our Discord server. We want to connect the micronational community. We want to make things better for everybody, so definitely come hang out with us and actually try and grow your nation. I'm super excited about it, and I hope this is something that becomes good for the micronational community and accelerating it. But let's talk about that Micronational Rating Index. So that's the big thing that I wanted to talk about today. The Micronational Rating Index is what Aeternia is creating as a ranking standard for micronations. Now, I want to talk about this in more. I'm gonna have the weird intense music for a second. Yeah, so It's interesting. Uh, we have been wanting to create something that is standardized. I personally have been wanting to create something that is working for the micronational community, that is developing a closer connection between micronations. So that, like we've always said on this channel, when you start into micronationalism, you can get acquainted well. You can get set into what you want and have a head start in where you want to go. The biggest thing for me is trying to set that up for everyone. So in this micronational ranking index, what we are going to do is have it based on as many different categories as we can. If you guys think of categories, definitely hit us up with them. The ones that we're not going to do are anything that's not well, I won't say not economic, because that's not necessarily true, but we won't do anything that is too obscure. So keep in mind things that could be held as a standard across all micronations, things that all micronations generally need or want or have. So as those things get more and more abstract, the fewer and fewer micronations can actually be compared to that index. So what we're going to be having is this ranking index where people apply, they fill out a form, we go and reference it, and we're going to take that information and then put it on our website, our YouTube, and our Discord as an official ranking of all of the micronations that we've collected. We're also going to try and connect that in our website to our micronational map so that people can see where all of the top ranked micronations are in the world. So this will be super exciting for us, and hopefully will help you guys, because we want to try and make those connections and move in potentially a second step to finding a way to directly show people whose micronations are similarly ranked to them. You should be able to check that in it if you are ranked yourself, but essentially this is to validate things about the micronations, to make sure that they're correct and true. So we're going to make it standardized. We're going to have some like verification and proof process for the claims that are presented for us, and if everything checks out, your micronation will be placed on that index to be compared to others, and hopefully to allow you to find connections into the future. So I am super excited about it. This is something I've always wanted for my micronation, and I know it's something big for the community. So I am definitely excited to jump into that. All right. Blake Marshall said, Google it. It will link you to an old Reddit post of the Discord channel. Key West Cyberlantic said, I already joined. Lowe's Boy said, somehow I didn't notice I wasn't in the Discord server anymore. Josephina said, my empire formed the Pioneers of Tomorrow Children's Scout Organization. Congratulations, Josephina. He said, like how the Eastern Bloc used to have pioneers. Interesting. Okay. Well, congratulations. I hope you have fun with it, and I hope you are educating your people well. And having a good time doing it. Lowe's Boy says, I was thinking about doing Scouts of Wegmat. Lowe's Boy said, imagine not having real pioneers in a micronational frontier. Josephina said, oh, I see. Key West said, when is voice chat time, AP? Republic of Cats and Land said, MRI, I think I need one. I got brain damage. I hope your brain damage is alright and not actually killing you. Republic of Balmoria said, I have joined the Discord. Thank you so much, Balmoria. We are glad to have you as a part of it. The big thing that I wanted to say here, guys, is that I want to talk more about these in future videos, and we're going to go more in depth. But today we're going to be looking at that micronational ranking index and hanging out. So the first category that I've created so far in this is citizenship. Now, a lot of these are going to be ranked 1 through 9, 1 through 10, something like that, as we go forward, and as people reach those ranks and move beyond, we will go beyond those ranks, or as there needs to be things in between those, decimal places, things like that for more specific rankings, we will get into that as well. But for the start, we have citizenship. So a citizenship rank of 0 has 0 citizens besides the founder or founders. Now, your citizenship ranking is who is in your micronation as a citizen, as a regular participant, someone who is formally recognized as a citizen of your micronation, and that's besides the founder or founders. So whoever initially created the micronation, if it's one person, if it's five people, they are not counted in that citizenship category. That has to be besides that primary leadership, that primary foundership, I should say. One, a score of one will be one citizen besides the founder or founders. A score of two will be 2 to 4 citizens besides the founder or founders. 3 would be 5 to 10. 4 would be 11 to 20. 5 would be 21 to 50. 6, 51 to 100. 7, 101 to 200. 8, 201 to 500. And 9, 501 to 1,000. Let me pull up that voice chat for everybody real quick, and I will talk to Key West. Zibberlantic. Hey, what's going on, Key West? How are you? Hmm. Sorry. I am trying to. Can everybody hear Key West? Because I am. Um, I think my microphone just isn't connected. It's connected to the stream. I can hear my YouTube going, but I can't hear Key West. Let me check the comments, see if everybody can hear him. Okay. Josephina said, plus we also named our new capital Leopardsville, named after uh, Leopoldville in Congo. Interesting. That I don't know that that necessarily has a good history. I wouldn't personally name my thing after that, but I understand. Um, Let me see. 651 to 100, 7, 101. Yeah, so essentially, the highest rank we have right now is 1,000 citizens besides the founder or founders. Now, the thing about this is we are holding this to a fairly realistic standard. So that means if you had 1,000 citizens besides the founder or founders, you should be realistically hitting other marks on this that are significantly high. If you have 1,000 other citizens besides yourself, that's a significant amount of activity that's focused on one thing. So you should be, showing some economic progress. You should be showing some of these other aspects to sort of make yourself a well-rounded nation. And if you're not, that helps you to understand why your ranking is the way it is and how to improve those stats to get closer to other micronations and to be more competitive as a micronation. So we're going to go into economy. Now, economy is our next category. That's going to be broken up into 2 different subcategories, and those subcategories are treasury and GDP. Before we get into that, let's see. Lowe's Boy says can't hear him or her. That's true. I didn't say him or her, but I don't think I did. I don't. Let me see if I can fix this really quick. Hmm. Let me add another audio capture real quick. Sorry about this, guys. Audio output capture. Add source. Nope. Nope. Not what I wanted. Dang. Hey, what's going on, Bannock? How are you? Um. Oh dang. Now it's Steven and Key West, and we can't hear either of them. Oh goodness, this is not good. We have significant technical difficulties at the moment. And Bronoise said hello there, so we're gonna try and figure this out real quick. Oh, goodness. Alright. Not any of that. Browser source. Let's try that. The URL is... Oh, dang. Well, wait, no, so it's not a browser source I need. I'm going to change that. Dang, I just can't figure out how to get this to work. Does anyone have any advice? I'm looking for advice. I'm very confused. I bet this is so weird in the Discord chat. I'm sorry. I'm not replying to the things that you guys are saying, and I would like to be, but I'm just... Okay, so... I'm gonna mute myself from the Discord chat so I'm not just like messing with you guys. Give me 1 second. Goodness. Alright. We're figuring this out. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna unplug my headphones from this really quick. Okay, so let's see now. Hello? Hello? So, yeah, no, I can't. Hello? 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 Can't hear them. Oh, my, wow. Alright. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Jeez. Alright.
there? Hello?
Okay. Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope everybody is doing well. Let me get all of this stuff fixed up real quick. Hello. Okay, audio, browser source, properties. Wait, hold on. Audio output, properties. Well, dang, guys, I am trying to get my audio now just to like work out. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so we got music back. We got the mic. We got the mic falling. We're doing good. Perfect. Yep, we got it. We're back in. Well, I don't like it like that. I'm gonna fix it again for the final time. For the final time ever, and then it'll be perfect. There we go. Okay, thank you. I appreciate the compliment on the music. All right, I am gonna try and jump back in just one more time. All right, we are going into the voice chat. Let's see. Hey. Okay, I can't hear anybody. All right.
We good? Hello?
Hold up. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Jesus Christ. I just don't know. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go to.
You're on mute, shaking my head. Bro, this stream is so high quality that it hurts. Very high production value.
Audio signal.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey. Hey, what's going on? Hey, hold up. I just heard somebody. Hey.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, what's going on? It's really low. Hold up. Let me figure
Whoa.
out which Streamlabs thing it is.
I can
Okay,
really hear
somebody
you
talk,
now,
please.
AP. You turned off your mic about minutes
Hello?
ago.
Key West, I can't. Oh, no. Now I can't hear anybody.
No, bro.
Oh,
can you hear me?
no. Hold up.
Okay.
Let me get back to doing that.
Bro.
Don't have a working mic.
Alright. I heard somebody for like a second, and now I can't hear anybody.
Cause no one's talking right now. Can you hear me now?
Oh, no. Alright.
Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna see if I can move to
I'm
the
talking
general
right
voice
now.
chat and see if that works better. Okay. Hello?
Yo, what's good?
Oh, no.
Is it still
No. No.
bro?
Oh, why is this happening?
There I am in.
Okay.
AP, get your shit together,
It
bro.
worked for 10 seconds, and then everything had issues.
Hello, AP?
I think it's just like
Hold
his
up.
mic or I don't know what it is with him.
His mic's not working.
Audio output capture.
Okay.
He'll get there eventually.
Alright. Stand up the city.
Okay, hello?
What's good?
AP is doing some shit right now. Ah,
Yo, AP.
okay, but you
No,
Good.
I
just
can't hear anybody.
connected.
Oh, no.
My God, bro.
Hello. We are 5 right now.
I can hear him in the VC, but I can't hear him in the.
Can hear you, AP.
And
Amazing audio control.
Okay.
And now. No. Perfect. All of this info should fit well into a graph set from here. Agreed. We will figure it out nicely. It'll be really cool for this micronational ranking index. This MRI, get your MRI so you know where you're at. But I am trying to figure out this audio. I am so sorry for everybody. Goodness.
Citizenship form. So, am I a citizen of Aeternia now? Hello? Oh. Weird.
Oh man.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Hey, yeah, I
Ah,
can.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can hear you.
finally.
Oh, that's great. Hey, I hope everybody can hear on the
Finally.
YouTube
Great.
thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not again.
Let me turn this down a little bit.
Such high production value. I am so astounded by the quality that is within this stream.
Thank you. It is truly a stumbling success. I don't know how it could have been any better or any more prepared. Honestly,
Absolutely great.
No, you know what? It's fine.
thank you. I appreciate your support. But yeah, so yeah, everybody, today the biggest thing I've been trying to talk about is this Micronational Ranking Index. Super excited about it.
Oh, so we're ranking things now.
Yes,
Cool.
that is correct.
So how are we gonna do that?
Well, we are breaking it up into multiple different categories.
Rank the Cyberland.
You already ranked what? I'm sorry, you already ranked what?
What?
Yeah, so anyway, we are going into economy, which will be broken up into treasury and GDP. The first one was citizenship. If any of you guys missed it, citizenship was 0 through 9 so far. As
Hey,
hey, what's
the Aeternian citizenship for. So, am I citizen of Aeternia?
oh, I'm sorry, who is this?
It's me, Cyberland, from
Uh,
Discord Maverick.
I'm sorry, give me just 1 second to hop over to the Key West Zipper. Give me just 1 second. Yes, so let me look at your form. One of the things that is important to remember about Eternian citizenship, which I will talk about in this video, is that Eternian citizenship has no dual micronational citizenship, meaning that if you were to become a citizen of the Empire of Aeternia, you would not be able to be a leader or citizen of another nation.
Hey, that's fine with me. You're the only one for me, baby.
Hey, I appreciate you, Steve. Oh my goodness. Ah,
You know what would work for me?
killing me. Yeah. So yeah, that's just one thing to keep in mind. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to talk more about that with you, QS. I will actually send you a DM right now so we can talk about it.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yes, yes, Steven. Yes.
oh. So what's it called? The ranking system? You got a name for it?
Yes, it's the Micronational Ranking Index, or MRI,
Micronational Rating Index.
because it's important like an MRI. It'll evaluate you like an MRI. It'll
It ranks your micronation by citizens and your economy.
Oh, hey,
Correct
AP.
me if I'm
People in the chat are saying you're like 50 years old. Is college really been treating you that hard?
I guess maybe it's also just the lighting or maybe sleep. Damn, I don't know, but people roasted me. It's crazy.
No, you got bags under your eyes. Like you're
It's
good.
today, I guess. It's just today.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
How is school going, by the way? If you don't mind me saying.
I don't know what that is. I'm just not even touching that.
You still got that Streamlabs video?
Hey, I'm sorry. What's up?
You still got that Streamlabs OBS tab open, right?
I shouldn't have the OBS tab. Wait, what?
Like, it's a little box that says Streamlabs OBS, beautiful, performant, and feature pack. There you go.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. As soon as I got back on Streamlabs, I noticed.
hello.
But yeah. But, oh dang, it's just my headphones actually. But if I unplug them, then nobody will be able to hear you guys. I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a wire that's messed up in my headphones. Goodness. All right.
Wait, where did you saw that Micronational Rating Index?
I actually created it. I started working on it the other day, and I'm wanting to implement it on all of our nodes in connection to you all. So the way that it ranks micronations is in as much of a realist format as possible. Essentially, what we're going to be doing is taking your micronation and evaluating it based on several different standards: citizenship, economy, and citizenship, economy, and assets right now are the three major ones, and then there are subcategories within economy, treasury and GDP, and within assets, land, labor assets, which are like things used in production or like businesses. That'd be large like equipment, manufacturing things or computers, and then raw materials. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. We got people.
Okay, so I see the economy, the citizenship, and the other one. So let's say you get a 3, a 5, and a 9. Let's
Yes,
say just absolutely loaded. Do
yes.
you take the three values and average them, or how does that work?
Yes, so that'll actually be exactly how it works. You take each of them
You add them up
as a
and then
fraction. Yes, you add them up and then you divide them based on what the total number that you could have is, and then every whatever your like percentage of that is, will be ranked amongst a whole bunch of other people, and then we'll title them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after that. So you know how much essentially what it'll become, which is really cool, is if you have the entire scale of what we can measure thus far, or the amount of ranks that we have, and you're dividing the amount that you have by that, what you're creating is a percentage to completion sort of thing. So that you could see what your percentage is of being at whatever your goals are.
Steve, can you go to the general channel in your Discord server? I'm sending a link there about some micronational indexes.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Yeah. I will check it out in
Vincent,
just
we're
one second.
back.
Hey, what's going on? It is. Hey, hold up. Hold up. Let me
Emperor
jump in.
Vincent,
Hey, Emperor Vincent. How you
it's me
doing?
again.
Guess who's back?
Hey.
Back again. Yeah, you didn't know it's
Actually,
not shady.
I invited Emperor Vincent in here.
Hey. But yeah, so
No, I'm the guy. No, I'm the guy who gave you all the info on Maloney. Daniel.
so yeah, today we're talking about the Micronational Rating Index. And
Micronational ranking.
yes, so um, yep, it's right up there. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's ooh, I'm zooming in on it a few times.
So, in
Whoa,
the
this is in depth. Good
general
lord.
channel elimination of micronations, including industry.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I missed what you said.
That is really in depth.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the whole idea behind it, as of right now, is trying to realistically measure the value of a micronation. So it goes over, how many citizens you have, and ranking that essentially as a value, saying that that could, produce so much work, roughly for you,
524 citizens as of now.
uh, Who's saying that? Hold on, let me look
Key
around.
West.
Key West. That is crazy. Where? Let's see.
224
I'm
actually.
I'm
sending
in
the
not the
percentage.
general, so let me jump in the general.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I am a citizen of Key West, Cyberland.
Nice.
Oh.
Very, very cool.
Tokyo Cyberland.
But yeah, so then in economy as well, we'll rank that for you. So 0 is having no money at all. 1 starts at just $1. So if you are hanging on to like just $1 for your micronation and you're like, this is our budget, that gets you a rank 1. You're starting off, you're moving forward, and that can be anywhere between $1 and $100 to get to the next tier. And this is just for your own personal savings. This is just taking account of what you have to offer your citizens and your people, what the value of those assets
Our
are.
initial budget is about $500, something like that.
Hey, congratulations! In that case, you would be ranked at number 4. So if you actually have that, and it's not just something that you're setting out. If you actually have the $500, then that would be that number 4, which would be ranked along with that would be ranked out of 10, and it would be summed along with the rest of these values for you. And so then as well, GDP. So GDP and Treasury are different. Treasury is just the amount of money that you have. GDP would be domestic
Gross
product.
domestic product.
Yes. So essentially, the way that we're going to rank this is just how much money you have made in profit.
Yeah.
Um, we're
Domestic product.
Yes. We're going to take the amount that you would have actually made from businesses. So if you don't have any businesses, it just means that you may have some money in your treasury, but you don't have anything that's regularly supplying you with income. So that would be your GDP. Moving from that, and that would be ranked 1 through 10 as well. With On both of these as well, we have pretty high statutes right now. We have pretty high rankings because our top ranking, number 10, is $1 million in your treasury, and for GDP is $1 million. Let me see.
I think Malasia has one.
$100,000 stable month per month GDP, and that's exactly correct. No, I'm sorry, 10 is a million. Yes,
But then Kevin Boss spent it 10,000 US dollars just to resign Malaysia.
nice. So then,
Anything
if he spent
back.
that,
Did you send that to me yet? I'd like to take a look.
no, I haven't. I actually wanted to post it in our Hall of the Empire stuff. So let me go ahead and do that now. Actually, hey, absolutely. Also, I have missed you, Stephen. I hope you've been doing well. I am excited to get back to things and continue work.
So glad you're back to know we missed.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. I want to make more videos with you, dude. I want to do that. We
Hey,
get,
oh, I'm just wondering, are the interviews still going? You still got, is Viren still doing those? The Micronational catalog? I'm just wondering if that was still a thing.
yes, I believe so. You would have to talk to him specifically about it, but he's been making a lot of videos. I know he's been doing stuff for his channel as well. So you'd have to talk
I've
to him
seen
about like,
recent videos.
yeah,
Interesting.
absolutely. Um,
I saw he did one with you about Eternia.
Definitely. And as well, Viren helped us to create our Eternian rules and information document, which is actually up in the. Let me see if it's not up in the newcomers category. All right, we have to get up on that too. Hold up. We're about to make a whole bunch of adjustments. We're about to have all the information you need to get updated on the newest growth in Eternia. We're going to have everybody hooked up. We're going to get it on in there. I am so excited. All right. Get link. Copy link. Got it. And that. Cool. Hold up. Let me.
Well, well,
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
I got the screen mixed up.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. We are hanging out. I am just trying to copy this
So let
stuff
me
real
guess.
quick.
The time in America is 10:30 in the evening.
Uh,
It's 10:30 in the morning here.
oh, wow. That's very interesting. Where are you at? And also, it is 9:30 here, but very, very close. Um,
It's 10:30. He got it correct for my
Oh,
area.
oh,
It's 10:30.
nice.
10:31 here.
There you go. So you guys are on 12-hour opposite time zones. That's super
Yeah, we're
cool.
getting
Or, yeah.
we're yeah. If you want any Arthurian news, we're bracing for impact. There's a tropical storm about to hit us tomorrow night.
Ooh, be careful.
oh, you mean Hurricane Isaias?
Isaias. I can't. I literally cannot get over that name. I swear.
If you
I
got
can.
a
I.
hurricane size, that'd be the most. That'd be the
That would
worst
just.
thing going
Yeah.
on.
It's
No,
it's a it's a tropical storm. Thank God it's not a hurricane. It's unless it
Oh,
stays because they're saying it's
yep,
going for category
Isaias.
one.
I would argue against that.
It's
I think it would be
pretty
pretty
cool
cool
sounding.
sounding. My apologies.
There's also the storm based on the Philippine government, something like that.
Huh, that's interesting.
Wait,
Hey Steven, can you do me a favor?
yeah, it was good.
I sent a link to it on our Hall of the Empire thing. Can you check to make sure that that's not like an editable thing?
Yeah, I gotta request access to it.
Oh damn. Okay.
Sure.
Let me see if I can make one that doesn't make you request access, because that sucks. Because if it's restricted, I want to just put it in the general, but I don't want to do it until uh, change to anyone with the link. Anyone with the link, got it. The settings, viewer, done. Okay, hold up. Let me give you this fresh news.
I'm here. I'm gonna edit it.
Try this one. Oh, you got it?
Mm-mm.
Try that second one. Can you just get into that second one?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Hey, alright.
I can't edit it.
Nice. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Zarya the Gamer Girl says, "Hey, I haven't seen you live in a while." Yeah, we've been away for a while. I appreciate you hanging in and checking out with us. We are hanging out talking about micronational ranking as of right now, and I'm super excited. I appreciate you guys hanging out and growing us. We are at 830 almost. We are at 828 subscribers, and I am through the roof about that. You can help us right over there to continue to get to 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we are going to be moving forward with a lot of stuff, including getting land, which is a big thing that I want to talk about very soon. Once we get through this micronational ranking index, I'm going to go ahead and post
Land is,
this.
I guess, an important thing when you're running a micronation, especially a very realist one like Eternia.
Absolutely. And it gives us so much more ability to be consistent and to grow from a very stable position. Because once we have our own land, we can have people who regularly stay on that land and have consistent jobs on that land. We can have different resources on that land that are regularly making us money. And from there, we can just expand out and continue purchasing land, continue growing, continue making more content for you guys, and creating all of it as a hopefully a lesson plan for those who want to follow in our footsteps. Uh,
So, AK, I actually got a question about PMR assessment.
yes, absolutely, Stephen.
So, for the citizenship portion, it's citizen besides founder slash founder. Do you have a set definition of citizen?
So essentially, that's a great question. It's what you consider a citizen, but we will have verification of that. I should create a definition. What I'll do is, that's a great point, Stephen. What I'll do is, I'll create definitions for all of those things, like I guess like an appendix for it, and I will put it in the Discord attached with it, and I'll also put it on our website in like an FAQ section or something. Citizen. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
I was just gonna say, as of right now, the way that I would start to define it is having someone who is consistently involved in your micronation, meaning that it's not that they're like,
And I also have a question to Cody.
yes,
Steve.
yes. Hi, how can I help?
So Yuki, I have a question.
Yes, absolutely, Key West. How can I help you, man?
Is is he good?
So how can a micronation maintain a strong economy throughout a year?
How can a micronation maintain a strong economy throughout a year?
Throughout the year, I think, yeah.
Throughout the year. Well, that's a great question. It really depends on what your micronation's economy is set up to do. For example, if you are a farmer, if you have a small plot of land where you're growing crops for yourself, whether that's subsistence farming for yourself, whether it's something that you're actually selling and making profit off of, that can be very dangerous for you because those changing seasons can affect what you can grow, how you can grow, and how often you can cultivate your crops, I suppose. So weather and climate are both very, very important for something like that. Whereas the making of paper clips, for example, is not at all something that is mindful of the seasons. So throughout the year, I'd say in more general sense, despite economic specifics of your nation and what you're involved in, you should seek to try to expand your economic activity into things that bolster your original idea. So, if, for example, you decide to make a YouTube channel for your nation, do other things that connect people to that nation. If, for example, you are trying to create a fishing business because you're near the water. That's fantastic. So you start catching fish. Potentially, you start breeding those fish as well, so that during times of changing seasons, during times where you may not be able to catch those fish anymore, making sure you have the proper licensing and figuring all that out. If you are starting some business, if you have some idea for your economy that you're reaching toward, make sure that you buffer it in as many aspects as you can. Make sure that you start putting in place things for the future as soon as possible, because that allows you to kind of weather those difficult conditions you
Is
may not
Eternia a
face initially.
capitalist or a socialist micronation?
That's a fantastic question. Eternia is a mix of both. We don't ascribe 100% to brute force capitalism. We don't believe in necessarily just uh, market control of everything. But at the same time, we do want a free market. So, what we're hoping to do is to provide equity to our citizens in the sense of providing opportunity and providing specified approaches for our people. So, in a socialist manner, we will be creating programs that will specifically help individuals in our nation to grow and to prosper, and to ensure that they do so, to make that a national priority for us. But at the same time, we want to encourage those individuals to start their own businesses within the Eternian economy to make it more stable. So we want there to be free market competition, and we want to bring our citizens to the point where they can start their own businesses and enterprises to compete with each other in that market that we've created. The more competition we have in the market, the better we have an economy overall, the more people want to spend money in our economy. So we want a mix of both.
So Emperor Venus in the first turn off its microphone, also power control too. Oh,
Yep. Yep. Seems like some people are away for a second. But that's the thing that I'm really excited about is just talking about this micronational ranking index, how this is going to work for all of these different uh, all these different people. Was somebody trying to say something?
please. Hmm?
Hey, what's up, Steven?
Yeah, what's up? So yeah, I was kind of worried that like we define citizens as what the founder defined it as, and they might Discord bot themselves and say, "Oh, I have 1,000 citizens."
Fair enough. That's a good point.
Citizens.
We should create some sort of verification for that. But
Like you, for example, would you consider the amount of Discord members you have and the amount of subscribers are the people who are actually like considered with the citizen tag? Would you consider them like which one would you use for your citizenship application?
I would say essentially what we would do, what we would define it as, is people who are regularly, actively involved in your nation and doing so consistently over a significant period of time. Now, that's general right now, and as we go into our analysis of that and just running into problems, we're going to filter down that and get into specifics as well. If you have any thoughts on that, definitely let us know, but let me know, I suppose. But the biggest thing that's important to this is really doing an audit of these people. What I'm hoping to do is to expand this micronational ranking index to something that becomes a big part of our connection to the outer micronational world. So, in doing this, I want to make sure that we have people who are um, actively working in looking at these micronations who are applying and are evaluating whether or not it makes sense that they have these many citizens. Because, for example, if
How
you
many
Discord bot,
citizens does Eternia have?
Eternia right now has very few citizens. We have, let's, 3 or 4 citizens. I'd have to check, but I believe it's 4 right now.
Are you sure 4?
Yes, but we also have a
I thought
pretty.
it was 1,000.
No, not at all. Not at all. Our definition of citizenship for ourselves is quite rigorous, and we want to impart that not to the same severity we hold ourselves, but to a pretty high standard for the rest of the micronational community. And that will ultimately be through those audits. What those audits will be is, for example, if you Discord bot and say, "Look, I have 1,000 subscribers because I have 1,000 citizens because all these people are citizens in my Discord." Okay, cool.
Those are
Well, do you
cool.
have right? Bro, no, I swear they're cool. They're cool. They send them each DMs. I got you. Um, so what we're gonna do as well is check other social media, do other things that would be relevant to a nation that truly had 1,000 people actively contributing to it. If you had 1,000 people actively interested in your micronation and working daily toward its goals, you would have like a big Twitter, you would have like a YouTube channel, you would be doing something. If not, there'd be some businesses that you're working with, there'd be something that's going on, some evidence of that, pictures, documentation of some sort. Excuse me. I need to get something to drink.
You do that.
It got incredibly
Why
dusty.
180?
Hello.
Yeah, you good?
Hi. AP?
Hello.
Yes, okay, sorry, what's up, Steven?
Alright, so for the schedules, how do you plan on verifying that? Like, do you plan like, hey, send me a picture of your savings account, or like, how do you verify it?
That's actually a great question. Um, I think as of right now, that will be something that is just kind of
In the air?
self monitored. If someone says I'm a million or whatever, okay, well, if there's no evidence of that, yeah, then we're probably not going to do it. But if you made like a reasonable but like overestimate, we wouldn't be that mad about it because it's just your own things. Like we're going to partner you with other people who, if those other people, when you like, if somebody does actually have $100,000 in the bank to put toward their micronation, and you say you have $100,000 in the bank, and I say, you know who'd be a great partner for you? This person. And then they go, oh, hey, this person, I talked to them. They actually don't have any money to put toward projects or whatever. We're trying to do some serious stuff. What do? We would adjust the scale to reflect that. We'd be like, no, you obviously don't. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error with it. There's going to be updates and a lot of community-based monitoring, but we're going to move forward with trying to do it as as carefully as we can to make those improvements when they come up.
That that sounds that makes sense.
Yeah, I
The
appreciate it.
yeah, the guess it'd be kind of difficult for me to define my nation on the chart because Arthuria doesn't really, how do I put this? Doesn't really have a budget. We kind of just allocate funds where we need them, when we need them.
Sure. What is the maximum amount of funds that you have to allocate towards your nation?
Indeterminable.
What it
That's
like?
yeah.
You
What?
got like a rough estimate?
Yeah, like I mean, if you could drop like $100 on something for your micronate, can you drop like $3? Like, I don't know. I just feel like you could.
Okay.
Like you could make an estimate.
Maximum I'd probably be able to put down
Oh
at
my god.
I'd, I'd say about 100 maximum.
Okay, so yeah, that's just on the
That's like my
scale.
actual budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
that's perfect. That's on the scale right there.
so AP as of now to Cyberland has about $500 for its actual budget.
Wow.
Jeez.
Congratulations. And you have that on like actively. You have all that money.
Like, let's put it this way:
It's
50%
because we
into that
allow
500.
taxes in our empire.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. What's up? What's up, Steven?
About 50% of our national budget is from our citizens
Nice.
to pay taxes.
Steven, were you about to say something?
Hmm?
Were you about to say something?
Uh, no, someone else was gonna say something. I don't know, like, they can't or whatever.
Oh, it's all good. Well, I was just gonna say, so in trying to develop all of this, the biggest thing that I want to move forward with is trying to push myself to get further on this ranking and to really show that through the videos that we create in the future. Because I want there to be kind of a roadmap for this. And as other people move along that, I hope that they will participate in that as well and will give us updates on that and will help us to show you guys what it takes to climb the ranks, I suppose, and what it takes to really make that dream come true for you. So this is something that hopefully is just a way to organize yourself and a way to say this is for me what is a good estimate of where I am, and it also gives to the micronational community an incentive to talk to you because it says, hey, here's this person. This person is doing well. Everybody should support that nation and should try and get deals with that nation because if they really are doing well and they are verifiably doing well by having these other projects with nations, it can really grow what our community can do because it makes these very successful nations that can then work with other nations that makes those nations successful and so on and so forth. So the biggest thing we want to do is create activity and create activity that is encouraged to be economic, that is encouraged to invest more and more of itself into that system. So the
So I was saying,
oh, I'm sorry, I missed what you said, QS. So yeah, that's the way that it's going to be set up.
so the Aeternia Discord server is growing rapidly. Responsible ba na?
Yes, absolutely. We are definitely growing. Absolutely. And I am excited about it. We have 5 citizens as of right now. According to our Discord. Yes, so we would be rank 3. Well, yeah, 2 to 3. Yeah, because we don't. There's really like 3 real hard active active citizens. But yeah, that's what we got. Um, and the good news about that is that it does give you a realistic view of this is where your nation is at, and this is where it could go, and this is how that pales in comparison to other people, and how that uh, can be an incentive to grow, and can show you that it's only these many small baby steps up toward this large goal that we have. So in continuing that, once a nation gets a good way up this, you would think that if you started out with one goal, if you're at all zeros, I'm sorry, what's up?
Eh,
Yes. Hey, we have KTM said hello. I made it. Hey, it's good to see you, KTM. I hope you are doing well. I'm excited to have everybody hanging out with us. Also, make sure to subscribe. If you subscribe, you will get a cool little notification thing on the screen that'll to say thank you and everything. Um, and you will help us to blow all the way up. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to become a YouTube partner program to help our economy grow, so that we can buy land. One of the biggest things.
congratulations.
Thank you. One of the biggest things that we've been trying to move forward with as far as land is really developing our budget for that. So, in doing so, I've collected together a few $1,000s, and what I am hoping to do is, as that amount continues to
I'm
grow.
leaving the VC now. I have lots of work to do.
Absolutely. Good luck.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
See ya. Yeah, so the thing I was saying, I've collected together a few $1,000s. What I'm hoping to do is to, as that continues to grow, as we continue to let that set, and as we reach toward 1,000 subscribers, I'm actively looking for land that's relatively close to where I am right now, and hopefully will be in the general vicinity of where I will be continuing my education and getting a job and all these things, so that our land holdings and our connection to the macronation around us and our fellow micronations can be kind of centralized. I've been looking for fairly cheap land, land within. There's some land that you can get even down for like you know $800-900. But the majority of the time, even small parcels of land are going to be $5,000 to $10,000 or higher. So, in trying to figure out where we want to invest our money, we have to be very understanding that we don't want to immediately hit $5,000 and see a piece of land and throw all of our budget right at it, or all of our treasury, I should say, right at it. Instead, we want to try and figure out at what point it is viable for us to purchase that land, and then to have the necessary resources after that to start developing on that land and to start investing in having people come and work on that land and develop it for us, and to make money from it. So, and put forward the investment that it takes to do that. So, I am super excited about that plan, and I can't wait to show you all that as it continues to grow along and flourish, and as we start to hit 1,000 subscribers and our monetization on YouTube. Because at that point, we will really be developing into the things that will give us that propulsion, will give us that final sort of push into a consistent momentum for our nation. I'm just floored, and I have to thank people like Steven, our citizens. Thank Viren, thank Jonathan, everybody that's been awesome and hanging out and participating with us. And also just all of you that are watching. It means a ton. We have also had donations. One of the things that I'm hoping to do with that is to essentially have a section and a setup where um, in the um, in the foreign dignitaries tab in our international discourse section of our Discord, we are going to have those places where your ranking can actually set up with another person's and can connect you and get you guys to start talking and start developing things and figuring things out. And that will be available actually through a donation we have on our Discord donation bot. I think it's literally like 1 cent to get it, but it would mean a lot. Every penny counts. So having that will allow us to invest more in those people who have asked us, for more tabs uh, related to doing things like advertising your micronation on our Discord and doing things like that. If you pay that 1 cent donation to become a foreign dignitary with us, what we're going to do is actually have that space allowable for you to do things like that, to advertise your Discords, to advertise your different things, and to be connected to people in other micronations who are uh, similarly invested in micronationalism and who are trying to make those connections. So that would be for micronations who are starting to grow and who are starting to have a consistent budget. People who are really just looking to take that extra step and to make the connection to other micronations that are looking for projects actively, that are trying to start economic investments with each other. And I think that'll allow us to focus more on those things while still also receiving a benefit and allowing us to grow as a nation. So I hope it's kind of a mutual benefit, a symbiotic relationship, if you will. KTM says, what economic area will you develop first? If you're not that far, I recommend agriculture, as in like growing plants in a small greenhouse. Absolutely, I would love to do that. Once we get a lot of citizens that actually stay on our land and regularly live there, what I would love to do is start to create greenhouses and things, which we may develop before that time. But I'd actually love to do a lot of like hydroponic gardening and setting up spaces that would allow for the right portion sizes to feed the population that we have, and to be able to do that as frequently as possible, so that we can collect large stockpiles of food and be able to be fairly self-sufficient on that. That would be an incredibly exciting thing to do. It would cut down on a lot of our external costs, and it would give us an increased investment in our citizens, because that would be additional jobs to work, additional incentive to purchase in our stores and things like that, additional fuel for our economy. So I would definitely love to develop that. But as far as my ranking on this economic scale and this ranking index in general, for the Empire of Aeternia, let's lowball, let's give ourselves a 2 for our citizenship, because it's hard to validate 5. Well, let's give ourselves 2. Economic treasury, so we have, let's see, around $4,000 in the bank. I will continue to verify that in the future by actually purchasing the property, but you'll have to believe me for now. So that'll be a number 5 on the ranking. GDP. We don't have a GDP right now, which is unfortunate, but that's what we're trying to move toward with our micronational efforts on the internet. That's what we're trying to move forward with right now in our YouTube and in doing our Patreon and our Discord. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. Hey, do we have any questions? Also, Gray, what's going on? How are you doing? I see you've been hanging out in the voice chat, but I haven't been hearing you talk. Is he alive?
I have no idea.
Hey, what's going on? It's Steven. It's the boy.
The one and only.
Yeah. But yeah, so Steven, do you have any, by chance, do you have any nice recommendations for cheap land in the southeast? Because that's, wow, if you just had that, wow, that'd be a crazy, ironic connection.
What? I just happen to own a 1,000-acre plot.
Hey, hold up. Sorry, my stuff's being weird. What'd you say?
Oh no, I just
Hey. My fault. Try again for me.
Hmm?
Try again for me.
What? The joke?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just saying that I happen to have a 1,000 acre plot right next to you.
You happen to dang it. I keep trying to fuck with my thing to get excuse my language. Keep trying to mess with my thing to get it to actually hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Try one more time.
Pineapples don't belong on pizza.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Good. Actually, I got a question about. You said something like partners with this MRI thing.
Yes.
Like you mentioned partnering, like the richer people with the lower people. How do you? What was that?
So it wouldn't be necessarily. I mean, it would be in a range. So essentially, what we would try and do is find um, micronation because this is a fairly complex ranking. It seems fairly simple. It's three main categories and then five subcategories, but the interest right now in it is what that can develop into as not only an overall score for your nation and ranking, but also subset specific scores so that your micronation really has an overall sort of MRI health and wellness checkup. It has for Stephen going into the medical field. We got the shout outs. We um, are essentially trying to create something that will allow you to look at where your nation is and how it works, and then to find other nations that have complementary assets to your own. So if you're a nation that has a lot of citizens but doesn't really have an economy, and there's another nation that has a really strong economy but a need for people to involve themselves in its economy to help it grow, that is a fantastic combination. And if two nations are similarly ranked, and you check their subcategories and you see that they are askew in some specific direction, you can pair them with unique and specialized needs that will hopefully allow for really efficient interconnection for these nations and people who are legitimately trying to create projects with each other and to move forward in a real way. Does that answer the question, Stephen? I hope that.
It answers the question. Yeah. Obviously, I haven't been working on it, so I'm not as well versed in it. But I'm sure as time goes on, it'll be made more obvious with implementation.
Yeah, I would really appreciate it. And if you want to help me work on it, or if you want to help develop any of this, there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're trying to develop and create for people, not just on our Discord and everything, but for our nation and its citizens specifically. So I would love your help and your input.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Appreciate it. Because that's one of the big things that I'm having difficulty with is like we as a nation are in a really peculiar area because we're just big enough that we're starting to have uh, consistent activity, but we are small enough that we are understaffed to handle it. So, and that's I think a good thing because it means that we have opportunity to grow. And if you just throw in a whole bunch of people who may or may not have some, oh, hey, I'm sorry. What's up? Hello? Hey. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I was trying to check a message, but um, yeah. Um, Sorry, I'm just fiddling with the stream right now. Also, I appreciate it. We have 4 viewers right now. I appreciate you guys hanging out and really helping to build the watch time there. That's one of the things that's really big for us. A lot of people can get to 1,000. Not a lot of people. Uh, uh, a decent number of people can get to 1,000 subscribers, but it it is even harder to get to that 4,000 watch time hours a year. So doing things like these live streams really does help that, and I am super appreciative of it. Um, so yeah. Also, we do have donate now. If you check actually in the either in our Discord, we have a donate bot, and also in our um, YouTube description, we have our PayPal, which if you donate to, it shows up live on the stream and as a little cool little interactable thing. So I am super excited about that. And just appreciative of how everybody um, um, has been so supportive and so contributive to the ideas that have made this what it is thus far, and really giving a lot of feedback and helping to shape what it is that our goals are even. So it's just really cool. I noticed Steven stepped out. Hope he is having a good night. And I am definitely uh, uh, sad to see him go, but excited for the future of Eternia. Have a good night, Steven. Hey, yeah. But that's the main thing that I want to talk about. I have been um, trying to get things prepared for our nation, not just via the interwebs, not just by connecting with all of you on Discord, YouTube, and our Twitter and Instagram as well. If you haven't checked out those, you definitely should. Let me see if in the description I put our no, I don't have our Instagram, but I'll put our Instagram on there. But yeah, so that's something that I am looking forward to in a big way is trying to get our land. We've been looking at land in the area in the few $1,000 range, and so in trying to move forward with that, the cheaper the land is, obviously, the better, the sooner we can purchase it, because we want this land purchase to be as small a fraction of our GDP as possible. Not our GDP, excuse me, our treasury as possible. The smaller a fraction of our treasury it is, the more money we have to invest in building on it and really putting to work the resources that we gain through that asset creation, through the purchase of that land. So, what we are hoping to do is to actually take that um, uh, take that as a scale for us. When we start off with just a few $1,000s like we have now, our budget is a few hundred to 1,000 or so dollars. Whereas when our treasury has maybe $10,000 or $12,000 in it, our budget may be $2,000 or $3,000. So we can sort of have fluctuation with that as we grow and as our needs develop. But the good news about it is if we need more land ever, we can always purchase it so long as we have the funding. But we want to start somewhere, even if it is small, to get that development ready so that we have something to show you guys, so that there is that momentum continuing to build, and hopefully so that that allows for opportunity in the area for development and for progress and for just doing something cool and exciting. Um, but yeah. KTM says, gotta go AP. I'll come back and watch the post stream tomorrow and get back with you because I'm very interested in this subject. Absolutely, you should. And you should also jump into our Discord and hang out with me. Talk to me. Hit us up on um, hit us up on our Instagram as well, KTM. I'm not sure if you use it, but I have seen a lot of people actually, the whole new sort of genre of people coming out of our Instagram, a whole new subsection of micronationalism. So it's been cool to see that interaction, and I hope to see it more. There's a lot of international people on Instagram's micronational community, so it's cool to see, and I definitely want more of that. As well, if you guys haven't checked out our website, I'm gonna just do a whole bunch of plugs right now. Not a whole bunch, like one more. If you guys haven't checked out our website, you definitely should. You can join our micronational map. You can hear our anthem up here. You can join our micronational map, which is behind my head. There it is. Let's see. Yep. And what you can do on this cool micronational map is you can actually view where you are. And now you don't want to give us your exact location, but you want to give us a very approximate location, so that we are able to add you to our micronational community. As you can see, we have, I think, 50 or 60 micronations now. Maybe not 50 or 60, maybe 30 or 40 micronations now that are a part of this. But it is super, super exciting to see everybody, and to really know how much international participation we have as well, because this is just a fraction of the people that watch our channel and participate on our Discord and things like that. So just think that these are all of the ones who are really putting themselves out there. These are all the ones who are trying to make connections with each other and to embrace their interaction with the world. That is a stage in your micronationalism. That's part of the thing that we're trying to do with this MRI, Micronational Ranking Index. We are trying to show where the different steps for these micronations are and how you can sort of define checkpoints for yourself. As well, it gives you that understanding of where micronationalism is growing and how fast it's accelerating, because the cool thing about micronationalism that we have here is the ability to see its increase. We have the ability to see, people pushing that frontier. You have different micronational YouTube channels that are starting to reach higher and higher subscriber goals. You have the micronational community as a whole on different platforms becoming larger and more active, having more people that stay in it longer and longer because there becomes more substance in it, because we have more and more development to drive that progress. So I am incredibly excited to see the future of micronationalism, and I think this is going to be a great way to define it and to systematically understand it, and to improve upon it scientifically. KTM says, perfect, yeah, I'll follow you on Insta. Oh, fantastic, I'm glad to hear. And yeah, we are definitely super excited about our growth and our development. We are also, Gray said, certain words like citizen should be defined. Something like this: citizen, a person registered with his own highest level of government, who contributes and by their laws abides according to that said government's requirements to fair contribution and protection, who in exchange grants citizenship by that nation's right. That's very cool, and it's very detailed. I think I would definitely love to look at applying something that's very similar to that. Absolutely. And that was by Gray in our Discord. Like I said, definitely jump in our Discord, because there's a whole other conversation happening there. It's super, super active in our Discord. Even with, going from to a fourth of our citizens. We're almost at 50 now, or maybe we're over 50 now. I think we're over 50 now. And our activity, even though we had 200, is still very active. It is still, people are coming to it. So you guys, if you were kicked off the Discord, come back. If you don't know about the Discord, jump in, because we are getting started in a big way. But yeah. Ooh, Gray is typing, but he's not talking. Also, Gray, hit me up with a message. Did you fill out the citizenship application and everything? Because I want to talk more about citizenship with you, man. Give me 1 second, guys. Also, he said, an AP, I'm so excited to see this and I haven't felt this excited for the community in years. This is a standard that we talk about sometime back to raise the bar for micronationalists as a whole. This is lit. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Hey. Also, awesome. I am gonna actually check out your citizenship application as I talk to the rest of the folks. So let's definitely get into that. Um, but yeah, I am just so appreciative of everybody and how much our community really is growing. So yeah, if anybody has any questions about any of this, I want to go into it in more depth, and I really want to help define some of those questions for everybody and really do something for the development of this because I'm trying to continue to get back into things, be more active in the community, and I want to hear your feedback. Absolutely. So I am going to jump into Gray's thing real quick. Hey, there we go. Nice. Perfect. A. 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 Sorry, I'm just going to type a message real quick to Gray to respond to his citizenship application as well. If you guys are interested in citizenship with us, definitely go into our Discord and hang out because we actually have a Google Form application that I should put in our thing, citizenship form. Perfect. So I'm going to send a link to the citizenship application so that we can get that started for everybody. So that way, whenever y'all are in the YouTube video itself, you can just have that ready to go for you. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, so what I was saying is, I would really love to see us continue to grow in citizens because of the benefit that each citizen contributes to Aeternia. Part of the reason we have so few citizens is because of how much we want to focus on each individual citizen and use their abilities to our best benefit and our best mutual benefit, our best cooperative benefit, so that we can all continue to grow this nation that we're trying to build. When you only have a few people, you need to use each of those people very efficiently. You act like a tribe, not like a city or an international conglomerate. You treat people on a one-on-one basis. You focus down on the individuals in your community, and you really try and bring the best out of them. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, AP?
Pretty good. We have been talking a lot about citizenship and about land purchasing and about our micronational ranking index.
Hmm. Are you still on stream or?
I sure am. I absolutely am.
You see.
Yeah, I am hanging out and we are talking, enjoying everything tonight. Yeah, and in a little while I am going to be getting off stream. But for right now, we have the opportunity to talk and hang out and to
Well,
continue to grow the nation.
yeah. My nation recently had some land and population growth, so I guess we that's relevant to the topic.
Congratulations, absolutely. What kind of land and population growth?
We gained 3 new territories, bringing our member states from 10 to 13, and our population grew from 35 to 43.
Congratulations. Wait, so how did you end up acquiring the property?
Well, see, the thing with Arthurian expansion is it's made up of the properties of my family and friends. I basically literally just ask them. It basically goes like this: I ask them if they want to join, they accept or decline. If they accept, I give them a title or and make whatever the and give a rank to the member state, whether it's a kingdom or a grand duchy or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it officially becomes part of the empire. Simple as that. No bureaucratic whatever. I literally just say, okay, you're citizens now. You have X title and X position, and your land is now part of the empire. Simple as that.
Absolutely. I think that's a fair way to do it. If those people own that property, if you ask your grandparents if part of their property can become for your nation, or if their property can become for your nation, if they own that property and they're allowing you to use it for that, that is a valid and legitimate claim of land. The same thing with your friends. If they own that property, if that's their property, then yeah, absolutely, they can do that. And that is a good way to do that and a good way to quickly make connections. Let me
Yeah.
actually stop this. Oh no. How long have we been playing not copy? It was literally the first one. I'm glad we caught that. It was they were trying to get out of the copyright music, and we just can't let that fly.
Hmm. That's interesting. The So, how many citizens does the Empire of Eternia have currently?
Currently, we have five, and we may be getting our sixth right now in Gray, who's from our Discord. We're actually hoping to try and expand in our citizenship right now because we have a lot of work we need done. Like I was just talking about earlier, we're in an interesting position because we have a good bit of activity that's going on online with us, and fairly consistently, but we don't have enough people to really fill in all the positions that we need. And so we want to try and continue that growth and reach the potential that we can hopefully pretty quickly.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
Um, the one thing I noticed between when it comes like one big difference I've seen between my nation and yours is military policy and just the policy on micronational militaries in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah, your Eternia doesn't have one in general, and Arthuria's military is a big part of its culture in general.
Absolutely. No, that is very interesting. What we could do is we could have that considered as like assets because there are. I don't think we would classify them specifically as as military. Like if you had like a military vehicle, we would probably just classify it as a vehicle. Or like if you had like a gun, I guess we'd classify it as a gun. But you know, like those things would be um, those things would be added together as uh, being considered in your assets. So, in
Yeah.
looking at this micronational ranking, there would be we'd probably have them as labor assets of some sort. So things that you're using to actively accomplish goals, and the amount that you've spent on that would actually go into the investment for your micronation. So that counts. That's a legitimately valid uh, um, ranking stat as well.
Yeah.
And that'll be continued to be developed right now. I've just actively been developing this, so I have the first few categories fairly fleshed out, but our assets category I don't have fully fleshed out yet. So that'll be to come for sure. And we will have you included in that and make sure that that's representative of your military if you are interested.
Hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. Our military doesn't really. Uh, well, some citizens possess firearms, but the customary weapons are airsoft and Nerf as backups because we don't possess a lot of airsoft guns. Definitely not enough to arm the entire army.
Mhm. Absolutely. Fair enough.
Great for our
Um,
soldiers are dogs, so we can just tell them to attack our enemies. So I think that could be effective.
Absolutely. I mean, as long as you have an interesting approach, as long as you're being creative about it, you know, developing something
Yeah, yeah,
that's fun.
yeah. We're definitely a lot less realist than you guys. We're not like completely fantasy, but we kind of just do our own thing, regardless of how realistic or efficient it is.
Fair enough, but that's completely fine. I think the coolest thing about micronationalism is that it's this network of communities, and if your community works in a specific way and remains active, that's the most important thing. If you're not looking to do anything particularly realist at the moment, that's fine. If you have a good bit of activity, that's an important aspect of growth. And so I think you can always transition to something more realist if you like, but there's plenty of value in just having that activity and doing something you believe in.
Yeah, that definitely is a big thing. Like the all the different communities, and it's like I've seen the big like difference in communities is like emphasized by what is it like the different platforms. You have Discord, which is probably the biggest. You have Twitter.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know if there's micronations on Facebook. I know Reddit. Reddit's another one. Those are
Um,
the big three I can think of.
I know there are actually micronations on Reddit. Wayward Territory has some stuff on Reddit, I believe, and not Reddit on Facebook, excuse me. And
Yeah.
I think there are some others that do as well. And then you're right, like Reddit and places like that. The subreddit, our micronations, is a pretty big one. I've been surprised at the activity there. It's been cool.
Huh. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's a
Um,
big community, honestly. I remember when I first started micronations, I knew about like Molossi and Sealand, but I didn't realize how big the community was.
Absolutely, and that's I feel like the thing that's so exciting for us is that in trying to accomplish all these projects and um, make things more accessible for other micronations, we can really move forward with seeing greater value in the community as a whole. Just essentially taking all these different people who were making these connections anyway and organizing platforms for them to do that in a way that helps them toward their goals.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is basically what goes on. It's different platforms for people to interact and grow organizations and alliances and all the fun things with micronationalism that involve nations interacting.
Absolutely, absolutely. Also, Lowe's Boy said the subreddit is a cesspool.
Oh God, is it?
I definitely respect the opinion. It's well, so there's a lot of like there's a lot of just general stuff that I've seen. Plenty of people posting like there will be hundreds of like this is my micronation's flag, or like I'm brand new to micronationalism, which is really exciting actually. That's one of the things that I do like seeing is when people are just like I'm new to it, like tell me what's up. One, because I always drop links to my shit, but secondly, because it's just it's cool to see all the different people. But I feel like there's a lot of like general stuff you just gotta kind of wade through before you find like interesting questions, and like you start really seeing what different micronations have like posted on and talked about. You start figuring out their story, I think, through the subreddit, which is kind of cool once you
Yeah.
get deep enough. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, how's the Minecraft server? I haven't really looked at that in a while. I haven't played on it, but I haven't really heard anything about it recently. How's that going?
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't really been developing it too much right now because I haven't had time. This is my first video back since I've had finals. I have been hunkered down with my semester, so that and my job and everything else had kept me pretty busy. But now that I'm a little bit more free, I'm jumping back on. So we'll have to check on it and we'll have to see where
Yeah.
it's headed.
I still remember before I got involved in the VCs and streams. I was in the text channels, and I remember one time the that one guy, what was his name, Yee Yee,
Oh yeah.
attacked you, and I was saying Arthuria will send aid to crush the Great Yee Yee rebellion.
It was getting crazy. Well, and so then that kept being a thing where like people would come in and like destroy stuff, and that was a thing for a while. And then now, the last thing that was happening, it was pretty calm for a while there. I think the people who were participating toward the end of when we had our the start of I guess this longer break, um, it was. Essentially just people trying to like start rebuilding their stuff and starting to make those like they were kind of making little community sections, which was interesting to see. Like one person had created that little like shop to like sell fish. People were making like farms. People were making like mines and things like that. We were starting to get larger and larger networking together with our citizens, which was cool.
Yeah, one of my one of my big ideas, like once I learned how to actually make a server, I've wanted to make like a Minecraft based micronation,
Hmm.
because I feel like that could be like one of the best ways to have like a functioning state, because you could have like an economy and a military and politics and all that stuff
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
at like
Um,
minimal, other than the game itself, it wouldn't really cost anything.
Very true, very true. And I mean, it's a great way to not only uh, have a platform for yourself and people who are already interested in your micronation, an extra thing to do in your micronation to stay active, but it also allows you to find people who are already in the Minecraft community to get more interested in what you're doing. So it's definitely a good way to kind of expand what you're up to, for sure.
Yeah, I've never I've never gone on the r slash micronations other than like a quick look at like one post that a guy sent, that one of my friends sent me. But other
Absolutely.
than that, I haven't really looked at it. I'm not sure whether that's a good or bad thing.
No, I feel you. Well, it's definitely not bad. I'll say that. It's just, I think you would be interested in it because you might find other micronations that share your similar interests. I know there are quite a few pictures, if I recall correctly, of people doing like military style stuff and being like, these are the specific Nerf guns or whatever that I use for my micronational military, and these are like different things that I have. I remember specifically people doing like medals, like pictures of medals and things like that that they had made. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I do think I am about to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight on the stream and talking to me. And I can't wait for our next one. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the future. Definitely, guys, look forward to new videos and stuff going on and new ways to participate. So if you want to start jumping into our brand new and improved um, Discord international foreign dignitaries section, definitely do that and hit up our Discord. And other than that, I will see you guys next time.